Eva Shaufyani Manaschavu Aporvin Masdam Chavrem Yaibyo Shatram Chavzon Vamnim Verideti Armetish Amoy Rafridras Avenjasata. This is the third verse of Zarathushtra's Gatha, Yasnaha 28, verse 3. And as I was telling you earlier, Zarathushtra often uses the terms Asha, Mazda, Aura, and the concepts behind them as being one and the same principle of God. And this verse is pointing to that. Yevao Asha Ufyani. Ufyani means to praise, to sing the songs of praise, to weave the hymns of praise. Yevao. Yevao means Odi. Asha. Odi Asha. Odi truth. Odi Asha. I weave the hymns of praise unto you. Manaschavahu aporvim. Manaschavahu means the state of the mind which is good. Vahumana. So with my state of mind being of the good mind, Vahumana, I shall weave the hymns of praise unto you, O Asha. Aporvim. Aporvim means as never before. As though there is no superior to Aporvim. As having no superior to thee. So I shall weave the hymns of praise to Asha, Aporvim Mazdam Cha, and to Mazda, because they are synonymous. Aurem Yaibyo Shatrem Cha Agzavan Vamnim. Yaibyo means by the grace of. For whom? Aurem. By grace of Aura, for the dominion, Shatrancha, dominion which is perpetually existing, Agzaon Vamnim, meaning perpetually, imperishably, always, eternally, by Aura's grace, for sake of Aura, for sake of Asha, I shall obtain the state of perfect mentality, which is Armetish. Verideti, Armetish. Verideti means bountiful. Armetish means perfect mentality. So in the state of Vahumana, I will have perfect mentality to realize that it is by the grace of Aura that all this is, and that I even can attain to Vahumana only by the grace of Aura, by the grace of Aura's wisdom, by the grace of Asha, so that I rejoice in this state, which is certainly rejoiceful. Please come. Jasata means may you come. Amoy means for my. Rafredrai means rejoicing. Zaveng means invocation, call for help, worship, prayer, to invoke. So, for me to rejoice in this state of Vahumana as I weave the hymns of praise unto you, O Asha, Mazda, Aura, by your grace, I shall obtain perfect mentality and shall rejoice as you come to my invocation. And that is absolutely the way the law of attraction works. In verse 2, Zarathushtra says, I will come near to you, O Mazda, through the state of good mind. I shall come closer to you by attaining to the state of good mind. In verse 3 he says, you will come close to me therefore, simultaneously at once, so that the universe's soul rejoices as you come to my invocation. Not out of self-interest, not from calling for help to ask God, oh God, please give me a brand new car or a bigger house or a much better pay so I can buy more things. When you understand why you exist, you don't exist for yourself. By the way, we all die. One day or another, we all die. So one has to really ponder upon this question. Why do you exist? If you will die, why do you exist? You were just born recently, only a few years ago, and a few years from now you will die. You have to really ponder upon this question, therefore. Why do I exist during this short period between birth and death? What was I before I was born? What will I be after I will die? Is there anything that is perpetually me as such, as I experience myself to be as the perceived self in the mind dimension? Or is this all about aura's dominion? For aura's dominion, perpetual dominion, we all exist. So for that reason, we have to attune ourselves with aura's wisdom so that we will all bring joy and harmony to the universe of aura in the state of good mind. And thus we shall all rejoice